Mother Sri Aurobindo, the children of the mother, my salute to all. Here the question is, what is Sri Aurobindo's integral education? How to implement it? How is it related to free progress education? Is discipline contrary to freedom inherent in the free progress education? Sri Aurobindo integral education is not an improved version of present education system. That we must know. Because many people think it is somewhat improved version. It is not at all. A new light has appeared upon earth. The education, if it is guided by the new light, an education guided by the new light is integral education. Nothing else. If it is not guided by the new light that has appeared upon earth, however beautiful education system might be, it cannot be called as integral education. That is why Mother has given the message to Delhi school when it was opened. A new light has appeared upon earth. Let this new school opened today be guided by it. It is the definition of integral education. Another name of integral education, it is the education of the future. When Mother was asked, what for we are? Teachers have asked. And Mother said, we are here to open the way of the future to those who are ready for it. These children, they belong to the future. They do not belong to the present way of world. Future base is totally different. That is not based on present system. Present system is totally based upon suffering and problems. All of our life is based on that. All of our departments are based on the problem based. If there will be no problem, no department will exist. Why police are there? Because there are thieves. Why doctors are there? Because there are patients. You see, problem-oriented world is present world. Future world is Ananda-oriented world. Totally different base. That is why Mother has said, past bases are second. We are entering into the new base. So if the children are not open to this new light, then the education of future is not possible. So light is already working over here. What is the role of teacher then? Role of a teacher is to connect the child with that new light and to himself also. Because he is also going to get, he is not the teacher, he knows everything. He is also learning for the new world. So, teacher's function is double-ended. One is to connect the child to the new light that has appeared and to connect himself also. Whatever you are doing here, he should experience the joy. That child must experience that, which will connect. So whatever you are doing is not important. Whether he is feeling happy from within, whether he is enjoying the whole of his time and entering into within, so there will be a connection. And you will be astonished that what he will produce is more than what you know. That is the beauty of this school. In other school, children will know only what they are taught. Here they will supersede us and we will be happy. That is the beauty of this school. I will give you an example. A principal visited a student's house. The mother of the child complained that you are talking of integral education. That means you are giving importance to all the subjects. But my child is very poor in art. What sort of education you are giving? The principal said, no, he is okay in every subject. Let us now test. You are here, he is also here, I am here. Let us test. Then principal had no other way but asked the child, please bring a drawing paper and pencil. And intentionally he gave us easiest art so that prestige will be kept. He said, you draw a art of a fish. Very easy, no? Like this. Okay, over. He thought he will do. But what he has done? He just drew some curve lines like this. The mother immediately said, the child's mother, you see, this is how you are teaching them. You asked a simple art picture, but he could not do. Principal also got annoyed. Oh, what? You have not done simple fish picture, you could not able to do that. The child is asking, what you have asked me to do? Is it dead fish or live fish? I have drawn a live fish. What you are seeing is the surface waves of the water. And if you want to see my live fish, you have to enter into the water. Where did he got that knowledge? You have not taught him. Parents have not taught him. Where he has got that knowledge? That is the new light. In spite of your imperfection, in spite of the education center's imperfection, they will exceed if they are allowed to be guided by the new light. That is integral education, nothing else. Whatever you are doing, if it is not connecting them to the new light, that is not integral education. That is a failure project. How to implement Sri Aurobindo integral education? You see, mother said that there is no external method. Integral education cannot be done by any external method. This is very important. We think that there should be some systems. If we follow the system, then it will be okay. No. Integral education system cannot be done by any external method. Then how the integral education can be implemented? We can go back to our ancient system. There, the gurus used to bless the child, and through blessing, they were transforming knowledge what they had. Education was less, secondary importance. Primary was, Guru was satisfied with the Shishya. And through his blessing, the knowledge used to transform from his Guru to Shishya. You must be knowing the story of Aruni. He was coming towards ashram. He saw the ashram field, the water is entering into the ashram field. So he tried to stop it. But he could not. He slept on the way. He could stop the water, save the field. But it was so chilled water that he lost his sense. Guru waited. Why he is so late? He tried to find out where he is. He found that senseless body is falling. So after some time he got the sense. And he narrated what he has done. Guru was so happy and touched his had blessed him and said, I have transferred all my knowledge to you. Your education is over. What syllabus they have completed? Here also, mother is the embodiment of the new light, whatever is appeared. If we prepare our children for the blessing of the mother, once mother was asked, how you will give us your blessing? Mother said, you can make me, if you can make me happy, I will give you blessing. Simple thing. So your activities, all of your activities, mother is seeing. Sri Aurobindo said, always behave as if mother was looking at you, because indeed she is always present. So each of your activities, you see to the mother's photo, whether she is happy or not, you will know. And the same thing you have to train the children, that each of their activities, they have to connect with the mother. Whatever difficulties are coming, you don't solve. Go and ask him, ask the mother, she will give you inspiration. In one of our school, a child complained to a teacher that my friend took my pen. The teacher said, go and tell to Samadhi, go and tell to the mother. She will solve your problem. And that child believed. They are not critical like us. And he has gone to Samadhi and said that my friend took my pen, you give me one pen. The next day he returned his pen. Okay, again he came to Samadhi and thanked mother. So this is how the connection is established with the mother and child. That part you have to do. Always establish the connection with the mother. Then integral education will happen in him. Integral education will happen in him. Because it is the mother. Mother is the embodiment of the new light. If you are having the connection with the mother, everything will be done. Sri Aurobindo said, mother is the goal. Everything is in her. If she is attained, all is attained. All are. All is means at once. If she is attained, all is attained. If you dwell in her consciousness, everything else unfold by itself. What else is needed? That is what integral education we can implement. How Sri Aurobindo integral education is related to free progress education? Is discipline contrary to freedom inherent in the free progress education? I have a beautiful experience. I had an opportunity to stay in a that is child's house, our student's house, and parents complained about him. Said that our child is not interested at all in the studies. He is always busy with waste products. Waste things, whatever he is doing, something he is doing. I asked where he is. They showed me a room. He must be doing something in that room. You go and see. I was astonished. He has made a boat, beautiful boat, out of waste products, which we usually throw. He has done a beautiful boat. And I have seen he has fixed three things. One is engine, another is that wind sail, third is pedal. Three things he has fixed. I asked, engine is enough to take your destiny. Why these two you have fixed? He said, when engine fails, what I will do? Will I stay in the sea? I will use that wind sail. If wind stops, I will use manual pedal and reach to my destiny. Is he not a scientist? Will he need any education from us? So freedom is given to those who have the power of concentration. Mother has said, they have to pass through three stages. That is, first is concentration and observation. Then second is discrimination, differentiation. Third is freedom. If they have not completed these two, then freedom has no meaning. Whatever they want, they will do. That is why I said, up to 7 age, we should create the things in such a way that he will develop the power of concentration. Everything, his mind will not be fickle. Whatever job you give, he is totally involved in it. He forgets himself. Up to age 7. From 7 to 14, power of discrimination. He has to distinguish what is good and what is bad, color difference, everything, physical, psychological, everything. He must have the capacity to choose. He has to observe. And power of discrimination. Then only he is eligible for the freedom. So pre-progress starts from the age after 14, but provided if you have completed these two courses. That is concentration course and power of discrimination course. So then only they will be given that freedom, otherwise freedom will be misutilized. So first you develop the power of concentration among them, then power of discrimination, then freedom to choose whatever they want. Whole life they will choose according to what they want, that's all. But these two are necessary. Without these two, then freedom is dangerous. So freedom is not contradicting discipline. Discipline only prepares the freedom. Through discipline only, he is able to reach to the level where he is free to do anything. And self-discipline is also a freedom. Because I choose to remain in discipline, that is a freedom. If I have decided to get up at 3 o'clock, it is not a discipline, it is a freedom. I have chosen. If you impose me, then that is a discipline. So don't try to impose on children the discipline as far as possible. Initially, of course, sometimes it is necessary to impose, but they will feel it is necessary to do. You create such an atmosphere that they will feel that getting up at 3 o'clock is best for me. They will feel. Of course, you must be the example in front of them. If you are not example, then they will say he is a fraud person. They will immediately recognize. What you are doing, if you are not an example for him, they will not accept. So this is how you can implement freedom, pre-progress education. Before that, power of concentration and power of discrimination should be developed in the children. Mother says, students should be allowed to follow their own temperament and nature. Students who have to study their temperament and nature. Teacher should find and apply his own method, that which he understands and feels best for this child. Each child have the different temperament. Accordingly, teacher should know and fix his own way of teaching. He should not leave the chapter until he has fully grasped by the student. Whatever he is giving, he is trying to explain the child must understand. If he is not understanding, we are shifting to another chapter, that means it is valueless. Mother has said this. And he should spend some time with students for awakening the intuition in him and the students. Both of them should sit together for some time, try to develop the power of intuition. How to develop the power of intuition? That also Mother said. Give a subject to him and tell him, don't think but concentrate. This is the way how intuition is developed. Don't think on the subject but concentrate. Not only he will concentrate, you also concentrate. Then the power of intuition will be developed. He will reveal so many things which are not in the books. And he will be ready for the future race, because future race, they are having the intuition only, not mental speculations. Joy should be the cause of coming to school by both the teachers and students. Why you are coming to the school? Only answer is, I am happy. If any other answer is there, पेट के लिए, तो you are not the true teacher. पेट के लिए अगर आप true teacher नहीं, और किसी के लिए, if you are compelled by situation, you are not true teacher. It is only joy. Just flower is flowering out of joy. Similarly, you are flowering in the school, you and child both. So that can be told. If that situation, these situations are fulfilled, these conditions are fulfilled, then you can say there is a free progress system. Teacher is free, child is free. How to implement psychic and spiritual education in our kindergarten school so that children will get psychic touch in their growth. What is psychic being? Then only we can think of it. Everybody has soul. Soul means divine presence in everybody. Everything is divine, but they are deformed. Body is deformed, mind is deformed, vital is deformed. But something in pure form is within us. That is in the form of spark or something you can say. That is soul within us. Not deformed. In pure form. Divine, His presence in pure form, that is called soul. And what happens? After so many births, it develops its personality. Personality means mind, physical and body. When they listen to soul, that is called personality. Suppose you have joined it now. Your children are not listening to you. After 1 year, whatever you say, they joyfully listen to you. That means you have developed a personality. Similarly, soul is coming to and taking birth repeatedly and slowly developing its personality so that body, mind and physical, they listen to it. They don't do according to their own habits. Now what happens? Our body is in its own habit, mind in its own way of thinking, vital in its own way of desires and ambition. Nobody is listening to soul. That means we have no personality, soul's personality. Psychic being is the personality of the soul. So this personality having the divine qualities. If those qualities you can develop in the children, then psychic will grow. Those qualities Mother has specified. Devotion, love, aspiration, sincerity, endurance, mind free from preferences, vital free from demands, cheerfulness, gratitude, hope, etc. So many psychic qualities are there. These, if you inspire them to become, then automatically psychic atmosphere will be created. Another thing is the beauty of the school also. That will also create psychic atmosphere. Here you have created beautiful school. Naturally psychic atmosphere is there. More the flowers, more the psychic presence. So create so many flowers around. Flowers are very important. Mother says they represent psychic force. Flowers. So physically you can create atmosphere, psychic atmosphere. Qualitatively, psychologically you create psychic qualities among the children. Then another thing is, try to make them unselfish. That is very important part of psychic education. When a child goes to school, he has by nature, by default, unselfishness is there. If any other child has no food because he is a poor person, he spontaneously gives some food to him. But what will happen when he goes to his home? His parents will scold him, saying that I have given to you. You have given to them. What will happen to your health? If a pen is with him, he will give another person pen. He will get bombardments from his parents. So what he thinks, that giving is a wrong thing. Taking is a good thing. So he will, next day what he will do, he will take pens from others and keep here. And his parents will say, okay, you are ready for corruption. You have started your life, so-called life. So we are encouraging him to do wrong things. We should encourage him to be unselfish, unegoistic, so that psychic being will come for him. These were the questions I had been given. If you have any more questions to ask, you can ask. I will answer. Any clarification I have already told.